Yeah, first of all, just extremely excited for our team and the opportunity that they have in front of them to be able to continue to compete in March, to be able to, hear a name called and be able to continue to pursue a championship. And, we're really excited for our team because they've earned it. I don't think there's another team that works like we do. And obviously they put so much work into this year and put so much time and sacrifice so much to be able to continue to learn and grow over the course of the year and develop into a team that can compete for championships in March. And so really excited for the opportunity that we have.
Questions, Michelle? Raven?
First of all, I want to talk about last week. Obviously, it was a shock to some for a number 1 seed to go down. How did you guys react knowing that obviously you still had this postseason berth to look ahead to?
Yeah, well, first of all, for our team to be able to earn that number 1 seed was such an accomplishment, to be able to be conference champions and be the number 1 seed going into the tournament. They accomplished so much to be able to put themselves in that place. We weren't our best, and we didn't play our best on that day. And even though we weren't our best, we were still right there, with chances there at the end to be able to kind of change the course of that game. And, what I'm so excited about right now is the same thing that I've been excited about all year about this team. You're going to face challenges and you're going to face adversity in different ways. There's going to be times where you work really hard and sometimes the ball might not bounce your way, and there's going to be some things that are within your control that you don't necessarily, come out victorious in. And then there's going to be some things that are out of your control that you're going to face in challenges. And the way that they've responded to those challenges, to that loss in the tournament, in that round that we played in, says everything about who this team is. And who this team is they're fighters and they persevere, and they're a team that is all about teamwork and toughness, and they're about each other. And I think at the end of the day, we have that opportunity in front of us now because of the way we've responded to challenges. And I'm excited to compete. I'm excited for our team to compete because of the way we responded to that tournament game. We came back and we were able to practice, and we were able to kind of see that our team isn't satisfied and that our team is hungry.
Obviously you are locals into Oklahoma. How big is this to be able to have this postseason berth here at home and be the demanding team that you guys are for this home streak that you guys have?
I think it's huge. I feel like our fan base and everyone has grown throughout the year and come and support us. Being locals, it's always a huge deal for us to get to have our families in the stands. But the first year of this tournament and we get to host, I think that's a big deal for us. And you can see our percentages on our home court a little higher than other places. So I think we're just both excited for the opportunity to play at home like one last time or a couple more times.
And just going off we get to play here one more time. For our seniors, they get to play here one more time. So I think that's going to really help us and just get us going a little bit, I think.
Okay, since I screwed up before, Michelle.
Coach, you might have known this before, but with the portal just opening and knowing that they're not going to have their leading scorer, leading rebounder, how does that impact your game plan for Arkansas?
Well, I think, definitely teams are changing and ever evolving throughout the season that we've dealt with before. We've gone into games within our conference and within our non-conference where players were questionable from injury. And so when you go into an opponent, you always prepare for their full strength, and sometimes that can change, sometimes that can adjust, and that's what we're able to do really well. We're able to make those adjustments and make those changes going into each game. I'm sorry, say that again.
Your message to the team after you see it.
Our message is always about being together and staying together and continuing to believe. You can't diminish the heartbreak that happens after some losses that you have, especially a loss in a conference tournament where you wanted it to be different so badly. And the great thing is that it's not just my message to the team. It's the message that the team has to each other, and that's to stay together, that's to continue to believe, and that's to continue to work for more.
Coach, obviously the goal here is to make the NCAA tournament, make a run in the NCAA tournament, but this is only the 7th time the TU has been in the postseason, 2 of the last 3 for you. How important is it when you're building that program to be able to have that consistent postseason play?
Yeah, well, it's a great experience for our team. First of all, we want to be a team that competes at the highest level and plays for championships, and that's our vision for the program and where we want to be. And you're right, the NCAA tournament is our goal and where we want to be. But I do want to speak just to our team for a second, to be able to be playing in March and be able to get the experience that you have, to hear your name called, continue to practice, continue to have the focus and the endurance that it takes to win a championship in March. And we have that opportunity in front of us right now. And I think we've all seen the bracket, and I think we know how competitive this bracket is. And I think we know that this tournament has a lot of challenges for us. But to be able to have a team that can continue to grow and cultivate that mindset for March championships, where it is exactly where we want to be.
And then does it add something that this first round game is someone who's only a couple hours away that you're giving to play?
It always adds something, in the area and in the region for sure. And we know that Arkansas is a good team. And, I just want to echo the host that we get to have, being able to be the host and being able to have a home court game this first round is something that our players earned and something that our players deserve. The right to be able to play at home and have our fans here and be able to have this great community of Tulsa come out and support us here. And so we're excited for that. And we also know that Arkansas is that challenging team that we're going to need to play well. And there's some things that we know we're going to need to do really well to come out on top.
Delaney and Tamira, a couple of years ago, you guys were freshmen. You play in the WNIT, you go down to Denton and beat North Texas, and you jump on a plane, you go to Wyoming, and you lose in triple overtime. You were 2 years younger, but what do you recall about that, and what can you draw from that as you get ready for postseason play this time?
Just the fight that it takes. I mean, it's not easy to go out there and, play these games. I think just being together in those moments and just taking it as an opportunity. A lot of teams are not get a postseason. They're not able to get a postseason. So I think we should just take this opportunity and just
Yeah. I think a lot what I remember about postseason is just like, it's first for us, we get to host this one, but for a lot of people it's like playing, go to the next place, and that's what we had to do, go straight from Texas to the next place. So it's just like staying focused on the road, and like you only have a short prep and it's a tournament. So it's just like the mental preparation I feel like is way harder in tournaments. But yeah, I think that's what it takes in March is just a lot of focus and mental prep.
I'm sorry, and Coach, looking at the numbers, Arkansas actually has made more three-pointers than your team. Wasn't sure if there was a team that actually did more than you guys. So this is a kind of a three-point battle, and range rebounding and all that becomes important, doesn't it?
It does. Arkansas, we know they're an up-tempo team. We know that they shoot the ball, really well. We know they've got also an inside presence. They can attack from so many different ways. We know they're a very balanced team. And so we know that there's going to be challenges with that. And I think our team is doing a really good job of preparing. Yes, there's a team that shoots the three more than we do. I know we're all shocked at that. But, it's not about how many you shoot. It's about how many goes in, right? And it's about taking good shots. And I know that our team takes really good shots. And you mentioned the long rebounds. The rebounding is going to be huge in this game, and those shots that are taken from long distance have longer rebounds, and so our guards have got to be able to kind of go in and scoop up those boards.
For Delaney and Tamara, you knew that postseason play was in the future, but whenever you saw the game was going to be at home and you saw it was going to be against Arkansas, what was kind of the energy like among the team?
I think either way we were excited to even get the chance at this tournament because obviously season didn't end, or regular season didn't end how we wanted it to. But, like we said earlier, at home, we love playing at home. There's nothing better than playing at home. And Arkansas, we played them last year, or last year, and it didn't also end how we wanted to. And I feel like we kind of remember that game. It was a winnable game, and we just didn't come out on top. So I just think that kind of revenge for us and the people last year, we're excited for this, especially at home.
Yeah.
You want to add anything, Tamara?
No. Dee said it.
Any other questions?
Tamira and Delaney too, since you are postseason award winners, being player of the year and most improved player. Does that add any pressure to you when you're playing now that you've got these having won these awards? Do you feel like any more targeted by opposing teams than maybe you had been during the regular season?
Obviously teams are going to hone in a little bit more to somebody that they've been doing that all season.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's it doesn't add any pressure. I know I have my teammates behind my back, and I know my coaches have my best interests. So I just gotta, put my trust in my team and, just.
I don't think it was really like, everyone knew who she was, and so it's not like the award really did anything. I think everyone knew that's what she was going to get all season. So I think that, the same, I don't know, I think it's pretty much the same. Everyone kind of knew what was going to happen with that one.
Anything else? Sorry, I got one more. Just thought about it, TT. Coach, what does playing in the postseason do as you continue to try to build this program to be something special?
Yeah, well, playing in the postseason is an experience that we want for our players every single year. We want to be a team that competes all the way through March and into April, and being able to have that experience with our team and being able to get that experience against some really high quality teams, right now, it helps build your program, right? And it's where we want to be. And I cannot commend our young women enough for being able to earn the right to be able to be where they are right now and being able to practice. And, the real joy in the postseason, it is about championships, and it is about competing, but there's another joy that goes into that, and that joy is the ability to get to be able to step on the floor and continue to practice together, be able to continue to be a team who's becoming something more than you are right now. And that is what this time is all about. It's about more than the championships and more than the competing. It's about the time that we get to continue to grow together and enjoy this and be able to have fun together.